Welcome back to the Edit Manhwa channel. Today's video is about the strongest MC in the murim manhwa, Part 2. Let's begin. In Reaper of the Drifting Moon, the main character Pyo-woo possesses powers centered on assassination, serpent-like agility, and psychological warfare. Core martial arts and techniques. Serpent-based combat. After years trapped in a snake-infested cave, Pyo-woo developed a fighting style inspired by snakes. This includes Snake Step for unpredictable movement and the Black Dragon Eye, which allows him to see in total darkness and detect subtle physiological changes in others. Soul Reaping Thread. His signature technique involves using kianjansa, transparent silk, or thin wires infused with qi. These threads are near invisible and can be used to decapitate enemies, set traps, or manipulate objects from a distance. Phantom Movement. He excels in phantom techniques that make him nearly impossible to track, allowing him to bypass high-level masters' defenses through stealth rather than raw power. Physical and mental attributes. Poison immunity. Due to repeated snake bites during his imprisonment, he has achieved a high level of immunity to most toxins. Tactical genius. Pyo-woo is a master of psychological manipulation and long-term planning. He often wins by setting his enemies against each other before striking the finishing blow. Adaptability. His body can endure extreme conditions, and his senses are sharpened to an inhuman degree, enabling him to identify smells or sounds that others miss. Power progression. Unlike typical, overpowered protagonists who dominate through brute force, Pyo-woo's power is scaled by his killing efficiency. While he eventually reaches the tier of top-level masters, Grandmaster level, his true threat lies in his ability to kill those who are technically stronger than him by using their own weaknesses against them. In the manhwa path of the shaman, also known as Wandering Warrior of Wudong or the Grand Mudong Saga, the protagonist Jinmu possesses powers derived from his previous life as a supreme dark leader and his new life as a Wudong disciple. His primary powers and abilities as of early 2026 include dual internal chi arts. Jinmu uniquely balances and masters both dark and righteous internal energy, allowing him to use techniques from both his former demonic background and his current Wudong training. Wudong swordsmanship. He is highly proficient in the standard and advanced sword techniques of the Wudong clan, often using them with unexpected efficiency due to his past combat experience. Unorthodox/demonic skills. He retains knowledge of ruthless and high-level techniques from his past life as the leader of the Dark Path, which he uses when righteous methods are insufficient. Exceptional physicality. Jinmu displays peak human agility and speed, enhanced by his specialized cultivation. Tactical genius. His greatest power is often his combat intelligence and experience. As a former leader of a major faction, he can read opponents and manipulate battlefields effectively. Tune. Murim martial artist regresses for revenge and in Revenge of Young Master Peng, also known as the youngest son of the Hebei Peng clan, the main character Peng Ji-hyot possesses powers rooted in his status as a regressor and a master of the Peng clan's martial arts. Core abilities. Regression knowledge. Having died in his first life as the clan's strongest warrior, he retains all his combat experience, secret techniques, and knowledge of future events. 1.1. Hebei Peng clan martial arts. He specializes in the clan signature, Great Saber, or Blade techniques, which emphasize overwhelming power and speed. Qi manipulation. He utilizes advanced internal energy, Nigong, to enhance his physical strikes and movement. Specific techniques. The Hebei Peng clan is traditionally associated with several high-level skills in murim fiction that the MC masters. 5 Tigers Gate-Cleaving Blades. A signature offensive saber style. Qi-controlled Divine Wind. The clan's elite movement technique, allowing for high-speed maneuvering. Primordial Thunderous Strike. a powerful offensive technique often associated with the Pung family's higher-tier martial arts. Body reconstruction. As a regressor who enters the body of the good-for-nothing Pung Musong, his initial challenge is overcoming a weak physical vessel. Through rigorous training and advanced breathing techniques, he undergoes Wanjiao Talte, martial body reborn, optimizing his body for high-level martial arts. In the manhwa, Fist Demon of Manhwa, often referred to as having a demon MC in the manhwa sect, the main character is Dam Ho. Despite the title, he is not a literal demon, but a martial artist whose relentless, demonic, fighting style and brutal efficiency earned him the moniker. MC's core powers and abilities, 2026 status. Unique leg technique. Born with a crippled leg, Dam Ho developed a specialized movement technique that relies on unique footwork and weight distribution, allowing him to move faster and more unpredictably than traditional masters. Fist and external martial arts. Unlike standard manhwa disciples who focus on the plum blossom sword techniques, Dam Ho focuses on fist arts. His power comes from extreme physical conditioning and external power, gongfu, rather than just internal qi. Demonic pressure/intent. He possesses a terrifying, killing intent, aura, that can paralyze weaker opponents. His fighting style is described as demonic because he ignores traditional forms in favor of absolute lethality. High cultivation level. As the series progresses into 2026 story arcs, Dam Ho reaches a level of power that rivals the greatest masters of the murim, often defeating enemies from the major sects through sheer tenacity and raw power. In the manhwa, the heavenly demon destroys the Lich King's murim. The protagonist, Baekwoon, possesses unique powers derived from his identity as the heavenly demon. Core powers and abilities. Transcendent demonic state. Baekwoon utilizes advanced cultivation to reach a transcendent demonic state, which serves as the foundation of his overwhelming strength. Supreme martial arts. As the leader of the demonic cult, he utilizes top-tier martial arts skills typical of the heavenly demon archetype, characterized by immense destructive force and internal energy, qi, manipulation. Divine/demonic qi. His power is often described as absolute, allowing him to face entities that would typically be beyond the reach of normal murim masters, such as the Lich King. Narrative context. The conflict. The story begins with Baekwoon awakening after a failed cultivation attempt to find that the Lich King has already conquered the murim. Lich King's power. The Lich King in this setting wields necromantic and unholy powers, including immortality and the ability to fire green flame-like energy. The destruction. Despite the title, some readers have noted that the narrative occasionally focuses on Baekwoon navigating a school environment to find specific targets, though his ultimate goal remains the dismantling of the Lich King's control over the world.